asking a question that really does put Xbox in a very interesting position is one that I'm sure that many folk who are anti Xbox can't stand. And after listening to all of this Game Pass is bad Xbox nonsense, I have a few things that are in some weird archive that I usually like to throw out from time to time. One of them is MLB The Show. But this one's actually very interesting because I put this little tweet out there. It was basically bait. I said, remember when PlayStation got a Game Pass bag from Xbox? This was, and then I replied and I said, the industry imploded with the laugh emoji. Now, this user, Solid Justice, said, they didn't, but keep making up BS. MLB ported the game to Xbox. They were the publisher. They decided it to go to Game Pass, not Sony. Now, this tweet was crafted to actually incite this response, which did not consider the tweet. Now, I know, why would I do something like that? Well, it's very important that we're able to go ahead and point out the distinctives in people wanting you, right, to think that you're crazy because this MLB wanted it. I hear it a lot, and okay, I've said, for those who say this is probably the case because there were all kinds of articles and whatever, maybe I'll give it to you. The one thing, though, that we all have to agree upon is that that money flowed into Sony's pockets via their studio, San Diego, and that studio has been enjoying the benefits of Xbox since 2020, when they moved the game to Xbox for the first time, and they also got a Game Pass launch, which would have actually required some form of payment to the publisher. And whoever published the game, MLB, would have to somehow go ahead and ensure that the developer receives some measure for the work that they did, unless MLB paid a fee to San Diego and then went and collected a Game Pass bag, which would still be the same thing. So he put this April 2021 article from GameSpot and all that, like I don't know what that is, like from Forbes and blah, blah, blah. And I said San Diego Studios probably sent the money that the publishers pay studios back because it was Game Pass money, triple laugh emojis. I said, don't let too many people read this. Better delete it fast. He replied and said, why would I delete facts? And then said, are you too stupid? Are you too stupid to get it? MLB is the publisher and accepted the Game Pass money bag, not San Diego Studio or Sony, but I guess you can't read. You know what the problem is that this person puts themselves in a situation where they can, tell us how the deal went on, right? Exactly who took money or what they took and all of the above. But here's one thing that you cannot run away from. You cannot run away from the fact that Xbox's money flowed into PlayStation's hands. Now that MLB The Show has now pretty much snuck its way past the hardcore PlayStation fanboy with this pedantic elementary childish nonsense, Lin Tao can now comfortably say, oh, MLB The Show, one of our live service games, and Helldivers 2 makes up so-and-so amount of our revenue. So what revenue? Oh, just the PlayStation side of MLB The Show, or the PlayStation and the Xbox side of MLB The Show? But again, I replied and said, reread the comment. You're not assessing carefully. Then they replied and said, read what? The BS you made up, no need for that. And then I replied and asked, I said, so when MLB accepted the money, San Diego Studios got nothing? And I didn't hear back from them. They literally, they were fast to reply. But once it now came to light that, oh no, this begrudging porting to Xbox may have somehow contaminated San Diego Studios, they ran away. You see that? They just disappeared. Nothing. They were loud. They were insulting me, calling me stupid to read and blah, blah, blah. And then the moment I asked, I said, hey, man, how about that, Game Pass money, how does it usually go? They just ran away. Because, again, you have to logically think about this. Anybody who actually did play it from Game Pass and decided they wanted to buy it, they went ahead and bought it. So Game Pass not only had money somehow flow into San Diego studios, but also provided them a benefit because they left that game on that franchise on Game Pass for 2 more years after that. MLB The Show 2021, 2022, and I think 2023. It was this one that just, I think it was 25 or 24 that left Game Pass or something like that. But they had it on Game Pass for a number of years. And guess what? They seem like they want to expand to PC because these are the most important games to PlayStation. Who else is going to play it? No one. Unless they can find more gamers who are not willing to buy an Xbox or a PlayStation, or expand it even to, even further to other platforms because they already published it on Nintendo. And that's what Phil Spencer said. You cannot run a live service game exclusive. That's crazy. They did it for a number of years with MLB The Show, but no longer is that the case. But what do I know? Thanks for watching the video. Peace out.